Hello and welcome back to Netstalgia. I'm your host, internet historian and certified crane operator Benjamin SeatGeek Chilcott, so sit back and relax, because today we're talking about the Vlog Squad. Yay!
Netstalgia.
The Vlog Squad was a group of influencers who all lived in LA and appeared in David Dobrik's tri-weekly vlogs. They were known for their crazy shenanigans and getting themselves into ridiculous situations. Back in 2013, Twitter released a new app called Vine, which you may remember from classics such as Only a Spoonful.
Hey dog, you get some ice cream? Only a spoonful.
Or maybe even this.
Oh my god, I think I found my berries. Oh, not my berries.
Vine's whole gimmick was that it was short form, right? All the videos had to be under 7 seconds long, and so even though a lot of creators would get big from Vine, they didn't develop much of like a community, because they weren't connecting with viewers for long enough. A lot of the Vlog Squad members got their start on Vine. To name a few, David Dobrik, Zane and Heath, Liza Koshy, Jason Nash, Scotty Sire, Toddy Smith, Big Nick, or to give him his full name, Bigoted Nicholas, Brandon Calvillo, Matt King, and more. Calvillo?
Calvillo. Yeah, Calvillo, I think.
Calvillo.
Yeah.
Calvillo. They all collaborated pretty often and they grew quite a shared fan base, being known for their silly sketches and various other things.
Time. You think I can throw this egg into that jar without it cracking?
No.
Oh shit, you were right.
Where's Zane?
You were watching. Oh god, no. Here you go, Sarah. Make sure you eat all of it. There's a little surprise at the end.
Finished.
Let me see, what did it say? Oh wow, isn't that cool?
What's that? Alright, have a nice day. What are you doing?
Don't worry about it!
Everything was going great. They were all living in LA and making little sketches with their friends all day, every day. They could keep this up forever. In January 2017, Twitter pulled the plug on Vine and left millions of creators without a platform. For the people we were just talking about, it was terrifying. Their whole jobs disappeared from their hands. They all fled to other platforms, mostly YouTube. The Viner invasion was a massive era for YouTube. The Pool Brothers, the Vlog Squad, Daz Black, a worrying number of twins. They all came to YouTube and took the platform by storm. Daily vlogging became quite a common genre for those Viners to take, with the Pool Brothers taking a slightly different direction to the Vlog Squad. That direction at one point being East Asia. But that's for next week. David Dobrik started vlogging pre-Vine shutdown, but he only became regular with it afterwards. His first vlog was titled Putting a Puppy in the Microwave, which, I mean, it's technically true, but it's like saying Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson, you know? Yeah, it's true, but it was kind of just boring and sad. The vlogs really started to take off in 2017 and 2018, but for some reason David just wasn't making any money off of them. But once again, that's not this week. In May 2017, he launched a podcast with Jason Nash, who he'd been previously close with on Vine and in the vlogs. This was before any cunt could just pick up a Shure SM7B and start a podcast, okay? Only rich cunts could pick up a Shure SM7B and start a podcast. The vlogs became known for their insane nature. They were always partying, doing crazy stunts, pulling ridiculous pranks, and giving away insane stuff, like cars and... cars. Every vlog was 4 minutes and 20 seconds long, cause David's just crazy like that. To be fair, having videos that short can't be good for ad revenue, so I think he was just doing it for a love of the game. His merch line Clickbait was probably doing most of the heavy lifting anyway, so. Towards the end of 2017, David hired his childhood neighbour and friend Natalie as his assistant. I know what you're thinking, no they haven't, but David really wants to. As well as the Viners we talked about before, the vlogs had a lot of recurring characters. Trisha Paytas was there, because where hasn't she been? As well as Jeff Wittek, Corinna Kopf, Ilya Fedorovich, Carly and Erin, Nick, Jonah Antonian, and the rest of the Antonian family. Josh Peck from the hit short film Ice Age: The Great Escapade was also there. However, his co-star from Drake and Josh would probably have been a better fit for the group. David was dating fellow Vine star Liza Koshy until in 2018 they broke up and released this video about it.
Liza cheated on me. And there were 7 guys. There were 7 guys, and I found them in her bedroom.
Does it look good?
Now it's a breakup video.
Oh my god. I want to go fix it, but I also want it to be authentic. One of us is going through some stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something else.
Come on.
Go. I'm sorry.
I know, but you look normal.
Well,
this is so unfair.
I think we know which one of us is going through some stuff.
To be fair, he was controversial, but they both seemed pretty mutual about it. Like, it didn't seem like either one of them was particularly shit for it. So 2019 was the peak. Regularly scheduled vlogs with all of the hijinks from before, as well as crazy guest stars. They had Steve-O, David Blaine, Charlie Puth, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, and Justin Bieber. They also did this.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
And this.
What the fuck was that?
And this.
Don't pretend like I don't know who you are.
My name is Carmelita.
Your name's Carmelita?
Yo no estoy inglés.
You're not English?
Pregunta.
You have a question?
Burrito.
You want a burrito?
Listen, papi, if you don't want something, don't waste my time today.
In 2020, there was something stopping them from going out as much. I can't remember, so it's probably not that important. But the vlogs slowed down significantly until eventually, after a while, they kind of just stopped, as well as them abandoning the Views podcast. Fans kept showing up at David's house, which, in fairness, he vlogged outside of a lot and on his street, and a few drone shots just in case you weren't 100% sure of his address yet. He ended up moving to a new, even more ridiculously large mansion just as the vlogs kind of came to a stop. Since the vlogs have stopped, all of the members are kind of doing their own thing now. David's become a full-time snap twat, as well as having his own pizza restaurant in LA called Dobrik's. Jason Nash fell off the face of the planet for a couple years before rematerializing in hell. Oh no. Oh, that's just TikTok Live.
Come on, guys. Gotta get something bigger than that. We need a dyno. Official Haunted Beauty. Hey, Jason, when will... That's funny. Double points now, right now, guys. Double points. Jason popping off, says Kylie Harrington. Tanner.
I've not seen a man degrade himself to that level since Jason dated Trisha, or since he played a prostitute in a couple videos, or when he got his full body waxed on camera. You know what? Maybe this was not as surprising as I thought it was. Jeff Wittek has stopped hanging out with all of them and now just hangs out with Tana Mojo instead. So, you know, at least he's associating with better people. The thing that generally frustrates me about this is all of the people in the vlog squad who didn't have any controversies or anything like that still chose to associate with such terrible people. Scotty Sire is now focusing more on music. His last YouTube video was about 6 months ago and it was about him being a month sober, and genuinely, good for him. That is...
Yay! I don't know if you could say yay like that about a man being a month sober.
I think that's fine. Sorry, Scotty.
Do you ever see this?
Yeah, he probably won't. Some would say that Scotty doesn't know. Liza stopped appearing in the vlogs after her and David broke up, and she's pretty much just completely mainstream now. Ilya has been working on his fitness company Zila, which he's actually, to be fair, managed to help a couple members get into decent shape. It's really nice to see they're all doing well and keeping their noses clean. You know, I didn't want to have to do a controversy section every single week. Oh, for fuck's sake. In 2017, David posted a vlog where he convinced his friend Seth that he'd been hired for a commercial, and that Seth's role involved making out with a bunch of girls in gorilla costumes. However, just before they sent the girls out, they replaced one of them with Jason 1973 Nash. Now, like a lot of people would be, Seth wasn't massively pleased when he found out the 20-something-year-old girl he'd been making out with was actually a 46-year-old divorcee. There was a lot of backlash, both privately and publicly, and Seth has stopped hanging out with all of those people. I don't know why consent is such a difficulty for this group, but I think I've got something that might help them.
If you're still struggling with consent, Just imagine instead of initiating sex, you're making them a cup of tea. You say, "Hey, would you like a cup of tea?" And they go, "Oh my God, I would love a cup of tea, thank you." Then you know they want a cup of tea. And if they don't drink it, then, and this is the important bit, don't make them drink it.
In one of the vlogs, Jonah did a stunt where he rode a motorbike up a ramp and landed in a pool, which honestly could be described better as a big puddle. To nobody's surprise, he overshot it, hit the edge of the pool, and seriously injured his ribs. He didn't seem to be too annoyed about it, but honestly, David could have stabbed him, and as long as he kept it in the vlog, I think he would have been fine with it. People online were not happy though. They realised how dangerous the situations David was putting his friends into were, and that he was willing to do pretty much anything to them for views. Luckily, he learnt from this and never put his friends' lives in danger again. In June 2020, Jeff Wittek was doing a stunt for one of David's vlogs. There's a theme emerging here, where he was hanging off a crane, which David was operating and spinning him around on. I mean, what could go wrong, guys? He ended up being like flung around the crane and then smashing into the mechanical arm, which I can't imagine was fun. At first, nobody found out about the event, with people now assuming that David tried to keep Jeff quiet. Allegedly. He's needed multiple surgeries and has gone on to keep far away from David. He's very public about the incident and how much he hates David for it, but David's never really addressed it. There's only been one controversy that he's ever really addressed. Dirty Dom was a frequent guest in David's vlogs, especially early on. I mean, he was always questionable, but eventually he started to get some really serious allegations. Now, I'm going to give a quick trigger warning here for sexual assault and misconduct, so if you're not cool with hearing about that, then skip here. Dom Zaglitis
Iridocyclitis
was friends with David from before they started making content, and when David started to come up, Dom came with him, like a little pink-haired leech.
I mean, his name was Dirty Dom.
That's a great point.
You know, like...
In March 2021, a woman came out accusing Dom of raping her during the filming of a vlog in 2018. David made videos on the podcast channel and on his personal channel about the situation, apologising and distancing himself from Dom. Dom's still kinda around, but the vlog squad are better at avoiding him than they were with COVID. You're probably wondering how any of these people still have careers. I mean, even the ones that weren't involved with the controversies, and unfortunately it's a really simple answer. The vlogs were really fucking good. There's really no other way to say it. They were so entertaining and addictive that people would just look past a lot of shit because they enjoyed it so much. The comeback. On January 7th this year, David posted his first vlog since March 2022, where he revealed that he's been working with Ilya and his Zila brand to get ripped. I did see someone say that he still doesn't look like he wipes his ass properly, and I can't say that they're wrong. He also surprised Jason by saying that they're going to bring back the Views podcast.
And there was only one man who missed it more than me. It's going to be fun. We're going to do it again. Hey, there's no way. There's no way. Oh, man. You're like a really sad news anchor.
You'll never see a man feel as much joy as a 51-year-old learning he doesn't have to spend 8 hours a day on TikTok Live anymore. Are the vlogs back? Is the vlog squad returning? We just gotta wait and find out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 2 of Netstalgia. The day after we post this video, we're gonna be live on Twitch discussing this video and the general vlog squad in a lot more depth, so tune in if you can. If not, the VOD will be linked in the description below. Let me know your thoughts on the vlog squad in the comments. And next time, we have a very special episode about two brothers who changed vlogging forever. Congratulations if you made it to the end, and I'll catch you for the next catch up.
Bye!